I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your release for this Sunday, the 24th of March. Another 6 fabrics for you. And again, we've got a range of fabrics that can be used, some across a few seasons, some more winter or autumn. So hopefully what you are focused on sewing at the moment. First one is a double brush poly. That's a pretty classic print. We've called this Dancing Dots in Green. It's a beautiful green, really, really pretty. And of course, double brush poly is so soft. It's looking a little darker on the screen. It's actually, I think, a little bit lighter, brighter, slightly green than this one. So it is, they're all symmetrical, they're all in line. The dots, not the irregular ones that we've had, which are kind of higgledy-piggledy. These are all as they should be, in a nice straight line. So double brush poly, beautiful soft fabric that can be used for so many different garment types. And we do have our own video just explaining brush poly to you. You can find that on YouTube. So if you haven't used it before and you're not sure, do check that one out because it is a really great base to use. Has amazing stretch both ways, and it's got great resistance on its stretch, so it will bounce back into the right shape again if it does get stretched out, which is great. Beautiful drape. Now, I only have a Resant thread for this one. There wasn't a good Mariflex match. This is 757. And good old white double brush poly. So this is double brush poly, but you could use, French terry, Liverpool, bamboo, modal, Ponte. There's lots of different options. White is just about always just white. So you can change that one up a little bit. So this is Dancing Dots in Green, double brush poly. Next is what I'm wearing. And this is another new base that we have in this week. This is a Ponte. It's 310 GSM, this Ponte. It's just gorgeous. This one is called Cherry Red. Let me give you some stats on this one. It is 60% rayon, 35% nylon, 5% spandex. It's 150 centimeters wide, so it's lovely and wide. And as I said, it's 310 GSM. So it's got a bit of structure to it. So you can see the sleeves kind of sit out like they're supposed to. This is what the pattern is designed for. And it just kind of sits out a little bit from my body. If it was a double brush poly, it would probably sit a little closer to me, but because this one has some thickness and some weight to it, it just kind of sits out with that little bit of structure there, which is what I was looking for. So this is the Max T from Chalk and Notch. And it is that structured design, which is exactly what I was looking for. So Melissa Kirkley put me onto this one because I was specifically looking for something for a structured knit, and this is perfect. So let's have a look at this. So this is great for, you know, anything structured. Nice top, beautiful skirts, beautiful pants, amazing blazers. This is great for something like a blazer. Make a gorgeous dress out of it. It's really, really beautiful fabric. Okay, so here is the larger cut. It's got really, really good stretch. It's firm stretch, but it's good. And it has good vertical as well, which means great for pants and jackets and things like that. The vertical stretch can really help your movement and make you feel a whole lot more comfortable. And there is the drape. So the drape is pretty good, but you can see how it sits in a garment here as well. All right, so obviously I don't have any coordinating fabrics to show you because it is a solid color itself. I do though have a couple of threads that I can show you. So in the Resant range 2054. And there is a Mariflex for this one. It is a little bit brighter, but I think it'll probably be okay. 364 is what I put with this. So that's just for using a straight stitch in your sewing machine, which if you were going to do something like this pattern would be great because it's got the facing and everything. So you do need to use your sewing machine a little bit with this one. And so with the top stitching, I just did a normal straight stitch. You can see that there. And also on the hem as well, but I'm not tall enough to show you that. Okay, cherry red 310 GSM Ponte. It is just beautiful. I love it. Okay, next we have a new honeycomb color for you. Navy we have now. So honeycomb, if you haven't come across it before, it's like an athletic knit. And great for things like leggings, bike pants, you know, exercise top, that sort of thing. But also really great for just a dress or a nice top to go out in, or something like that. So it doesn't just have to be athletic wear that you use this one for. So it's called honeycomb because of its honeycomb texture. So that is the front of the fabric, and that's the back. So you can tell the difference between the two, which is nice. Okay, so the honeycomb is 92% poly, 8% spandex, 260 GSM, so it's a really nice weight. So there is your horizontal stretch, vertical, drape. Really, really nice. Okay, I've got a Resant and a Mariflex for this one as well. So Resant, I've gone 3561. All of these, of course, as always, will be linked on the product page, so you don't need to remember them. The links will be there. 339 for the Mariflex. Okay, so that's a navy honeycomb. And of course, we have a lot of colors in honeycomb in stock at the moment. So this is just a new one to add to the collection. Another new base. I've got two new bases for you today. This one is Faux Kashmere Rib. It's really lovely. Now, I haven't sewn this one up, but I have sewn one up, which will be coming up for you soon. And it is gorgeous. It sews beautifully and it's lovely to wear. Let me show you this one up close. Excuse those wrinkles. I'll try and get it straight on there. So it's a little bit two-toned, a little bit mottled, I guess, but you can see that quite wide rib there, that line. It's a vertical line, which just gives your fabric a little bit of something, I think. Okay, so Faux Kashmere Rib is 55% rayon, so it's lovely and soft, 25% nylon, 20% poly. So no spandex in there, but it has plenty of stretch going for it. And vertical is really good as well, and beautiful drape. So this is 230 GSM. So not overly heavy, but I did find when I did my sew in this of a different color, I think I had like a 2 meter cut or something like that, it felt quite heavy to carry. You know, I could notice the difference certainly in the weight just when it was folded up like that. But it is really gorgeous, lovely and soft. It'll make a great cardigan or jumper or dress, or even just a top for layering, you know, a long sleeve t-shirt or something like that for layering. So it does have, what I'm trying to say, let's start again. It does have the right weight to be either a t-shirt, a cardigan, or a jumper. So it's not overly thick. It is on the thinner side, but it is really nice. If you're in a cold climate, obviously you need to layer anyway. So whether this is your bottom layer or your top layer might depend on the climate that you live in. Okay, no Mariflex for this one, but we do have 1651 in the Resant range for this. Okay, pink Faux Kashmere Rib. It's really lovely. Now, last new one for you today is a French terry with a little bit of a difference. It's this gorgeous sage. This one's called Fly Away in sage, and it's a little bit different because of this foil detail on there. So these little birds are super cute, a nice silver. Let me hold it up so you can see it from a distance, how spread out those little birds are. So French terry, Beautiful base, 83% poly, 14.5% rayon, 2.5% spandex. It's about 200 GSM. So like our other French terries, it's not overly thick or heavy, but it still has that cozy factor to it. It has some nice horizontal stretch. Not much going on vertically. And there is your drape. Now, French terry has a smooth side, which is there, and a loopy side. So this one, the print or the foil is on the smooth side. Now, on the foil, this isn't woven or knitted into the fabric. This is stuck on top of the fabric. So care definitely needs to be taken with this one. No washing in hot, no dryer. If you do put it in the washing machine, you should turn it inside out. It should probably still go into a bag, because anything that's rough that's in the machine with it may take these bits of foil off. So zips, buttons, Velcro, or even just, you know, a heavy fabric could cause some damage to this. So it doesn't need to be a lot of work, but I would certainly recommend turning it inside out to wash, putting it inside a wash bag and cold. Wash it on cold only. If there's too much heat, it'll just come away. So do be careful with that, because it is really pretty. And it's not, as I said, it's not a huge amount of work that you need to do with it. You just need to make a couple of little changes, I think. All right, I have no matching thread for this one for you, unfortunately. Sorry about that. So it's just all on its own. Fly Away in Sage French Terry. All right, now we are up to our Lush Sunday Rewind, and it is an oversized waffle. So let me bring Molly over. Come on in, Molly. And I will just turn us around a little bit here as well, so we can see there a little bit better. So I've just dressed Molly in a brush poly because I didn't want her to be naked underneath. I wanted her to be wearing something. So the ebony oversized waffle is what is our Sunday Rewind today. So I've got a piece here to show you. Now we have, I think, another 11 or 12 colors currently in stock of oversized waffle. It's a really great fabric base, especially in between seasons. It's got quite a loose weave. So yes, it's a waffle knit, but with the loose weave, it means it's not as warm. Now this looks totally see-through because of the loose weave. So let me show you. I'll double it over so you can see the texture. So that's the waffle knit. You can just see there that the holes between each of those waffles is bigger than certainly our other waffles are. Now, personally, I like that, and I will wear this sort of fabric in autumn as it's just starting to cool down, or if I've got a nice warm layer underneath. For me, this is not warm enough on a really cold winter's day, but it is really great for the changing seasons. So it's got really nice stretch. I know it looks so see-through, but look at how far away I'm holding it. Great stretch. Not a huge amount going on vertically, but beautiful drape. Now I do have a cardigan, which I made years ago out of this fabric. This is the Harper cardigan, which is my favorite cardigan pattern. Just so happens to be a free pattern from Sinclair. So I highly recommend it if you haven't made it. I really like the shape of it. It's so easy to sew. And this fabric, as I said, has been going for years in my wardrobe. This particular cardigan has been around for a very long time. And I would get some use out of it at this time of the year. You know, perhaps the evenings are a little bit cooler. Still pretty warm here, but anyway, you know, there might be those occasions when it's not too cold, and then this is a really lovely lightweight layer for me to wear. It doesn't have to just be a cardigan. It makes a beautiful jumper. Mel Stevens has made an incredible dress out of oversized waffle. But it is the ebony that is our Lush Sunday Rewind today. So that is the one that is on special for you today. So do jump on the website and check that out. It is definitely worth it. This is a really, really lovely base, which is why we've got so many colors of it in stock for you. Nothing exciting to show thread wise here. Good old 4000 Resart, so that's a little bit boring, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. And of course it's black, so it goes with so many different colors, different prints. You can mix it with just about anything that we have in our store except for navy, and it looks really great. So this is the Lush Sunday Rewind, and you'll find it on the new arrivals page and under the Lush Sunday Rewind. That is everything. I hope you like some of what we've got. I hope you are willing to try some of our new bases, because they are really, really beautiful and definitely worth it in my opinion. Please enter our competitions on Facebook and YouTube. We have 2 $25 Lush gift cards to give away for you there. All of these are now on our website, which is www.lushfabrics.com.au. I hope you find something you love this week, but I'll be back next week with some more fabrics. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.